I was drawn into this film, definitely. But I kept thinking the whole time, what if this woman didn't have her airdrop turned on? Would she just have a nice night and go home? Hi everybody, Anthony here from Awesome Anthony Productions, and today I'm going to give you my review of the latest thriller from Blumhouse and director Christopher Landon, who did the Happy Death Day movies, Drop. But before we get started, you know exactly what to do. At the end of the video, if you think I've earned it, please leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss any of my new reviews. Now let's get into it. Drop stars Megan Fahey as Violet, a widowed therapist who's finally ready to get back out there and go on a first date. And where better to start than Brandon Scanlar's Henry, a charming, kind, scruffy photographer that looks like he stepped right out of a romance movie. Or maybe a movie about abusive relationships that was falsely advertised by his co-star.
It Ends With Us is in theaters now, so grab your friends, wear your florals.
Touch you again, I'll cut your hand off and shove it down your throat, you piece of shit.
That escalated quickly.
At first, things are going well on the date.
Can't believe we're actually doing this.
I mean, you are the first guy who didn't ask for feet pics.
It's a second date thing.
And then... Violet starts receiving weird image drops to her phone. At first, it's just kind of awkward and funny, like someone's playing a prank on her from the bar, and then the tone shifts fast. And soon it goes from photos to creepy messages telling her to check her security cameras, where she sees someone in the house with her young son and her sister who's babysitting him. And then the instructions start. The anonymous dropper wants Violet to kill Henry, or they'll kill her family. And from that moment on, this sweet little dinner date becomes a nightmare of suspense.
This is the worst date ever.
Let me just say, this premise, killer. The whole mystery psychopath using airdrop as a weapon thing is such a clever and modern twist.
How do you do, fellow kids?
Especially in a culture where so many of us just leave certain settings on default and don't even check them. The film also plays out in real time, which I love. That adds a ton of intensity because there's no cutaways, no time skips. Outside of the intro and a couple of flashbacks, it's just 90 minutes straight of escalating pressure inside of this upscale restaurant. And despite the single location setup,
It's a bottle episode.
this really works. I was actually very surprised by how much mileage Landon got out of it. He plays with every corner of the space, restrooms, back rooms, hallways, and somehow keeps the visuals fresh throughout the whole thing. The cinematography is very sleek, but what really stuck out to me was the lighting. It is gorgeous. Every scene kind of has this moody warmth, like you're sitting inside an expensive nightmare. Megan Fahey, she carries this whole thing.
Just a date.
Right away, you believe her vulnerability, her fear, her moral conflict. And she has this incredible mid-film monologue about losing her husband and trying to hold on for her son, and it absolutely wrecked me. And Brandon Scanlar backs her up beautifully. There's a moment where he gets an emotional speech, and for a second, I legit was not sure who the movie was wanting me to root more for. Also, shout out to the waiter. I don't know the actor's name, but the guy playing the flamboyant, way too involved server, absolutely iconic. He popped up just enough to lighten the mood without undercutting the tension, and every single line he had me cracking up. Now, structurally, the movie does spin its wheels a bit in the back half of the second act. Violet keeps getting up from the table, finding excuses to step away, wander into random hallways, take calls. I get being an understanding guy, but if I was Henry, I would have left 100 times over. Like, I hate being at restaurants too long in real life. So watching these two eat maybe 2 bites of food over 90 minutes while constantly getting up and walking around the restaurant just kind of stressed me out a little bit. That's just one of those things that you have to suspend your disbelief for with this premise. Kind of like last year's Trap, which this movie definitely reminds me of. But where Trap had a cool premise and seriously fumbled the execution,
Help me!
Drop actually sticks to landing. Well, for the most part. Let's talk about the big twist. So yeah, the reveal of who's behind these drops is a little underwhelming, especially when you figure out their motivation. It's not awful, but it's not mind-blowing or anything. And once the mystery starts getting explained, the tension dips a lot, because the scariest part of the story was the unknown.
Into the end.
And when you shine a light on that shadow, it just... well, I won't spoil it, but I was hoping for something a lot more sinister. And just when I thought we were coasting towards a flat finish,
Boom. You looking for this?
a legit great climax. I won't spoil it, but the last few minutes are intense, creative, and oh so satisfying. Like, this movie had one bullet left in its chamber at that point and knew exactly when to fire it. Also, Baby Shark. No spoilers, but there is an iconic moment that song is used in this film. So, final thoughts. Drop is not perfect. It's got some logic gaps, a slight pacing slump in the middle, and a twist that doesn't really hit as hard as it wants to.
I want you to hit me
as hard as you can.
But it's also one of Blumhouse's better thrillers in a long time. It's got a smart concept, great performances, and actual depth beneath the thrills here. Plus, it's slick, suspenseful, and keeps your attention locked like a phone at 1% battery. I enjoyed this one a lot, and I definitely recommend it if you're into tight, psychological thrillers with a modern twist. And that's my review of Drop. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this review, you know exactly what to do. Please leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss any of my new reviews. While you're at it, you can scroll down the description below, find links to my socials, leave a comment, let me know if you saw Drop and what you thought. And if you want more of my content, you can click or tap on these cards right here. It'll take you to my review of a Minecraft movie, or just over to my channel where you can check out the rest of my reviews. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time for my review of Alex Garland's Warfare.